Hello, everyone. Sorry for the late video. I've been told I have to still stand in the mix zone apparently because I don't know, the world might end. So there we go. Anyway, I'm at the Kingpower Stadium. Obviously, you can tell from that view. That's obviously the bit there. There's the media lounge. There you go. I was going to give you a nice view, but I guess I would have been mowed down by a car park. Maybe I should just start walking home then, because you know what? I've had pretty much enough of this entire infernal season. Anyway, welcome to the Kingpower Stadium. Yeah. Uh, so yeah. Let's try and squeeze past this. No, it's got goalless at half time. That was exciting. I saw a few people sort of saying, "Oh, yeah, where's this all been?" And oh, they're playing well, and blah blah blah. And look, yes, Norwich were playing. Oh, it's a clap banner. I'm going to take that. I haven't seen one of these for a few years, not since one landed on Chris Hughton's head. Yeah, I mean, Norwich weren't horrendous in the first half at all. They moved the ball quite well, I thought, through the lines, and they caused Leicester some problems, and they actually had some pretty good chances. I mean, on another day, they could quite easily have been, a goal or two up if it had all come together. And that would have been great news, obviously. But I would probably say that, but for Angus Gunn making some great saves, they could quite easily have been 3 or 4-0 down as well. So, and Leicester actually booed off at half time by a few of their fans. I think a lot of the guys were saying it was one of the lowest attendances they'd seen at the stadium in years, in fact. So quite notable for them that was the case. So it's a bit dark, isn't it? But I've been sent out. Anyway, look, there's the stadium just to prove it's there. It's a lovely place to come and watch football. So yeah, that was how the first half sort of panned out. Maybe I should walk back over here so it's a bit lighter. That was how the first half panned out, and we've all seen it before. You're kind of waiting for the inevitable first goal to go in, which it did, and it led to two more. In fact, Norwich conceded 3 goals in 16 minutes in the second half. The first one was incredibly unlucky, really, as it took a huge deflection. I haven't really seen the build-up, so I haven't seen the bit where Milot Rashica's cross was either a poor decision or whichever, but Dean Smith called it as much. Jamie Vardy also got the second, but that was a much more classic Jamie Vardy goal. It was a lovely ball played through to him, I think, from Harvey Barnes. Perfectly timed run off the shoulder of Hanley. Cracking first-time finish. I've seen Jamie Vardy score goals like that all the time. And then the third goal goes in where Leicester are quite patient. Angus Gunn parries the ball kind of into a central area, and as Angus told me himself, at that point you're kind of hoping your teammates will help you out because it's a difficult place for him to parry it anywhere else. Sadly, by the time Billy Gilmour realised that James Maddison was a few yards off him and in lots of space, there was too much time, and Maddison rifled home his shot, and I think it's his best goal scoring season since he was at Norwich. So there we go. That's nice. Angus did make some great saves in the first half, especially from James Maddison, his second one, although the one from Vardy was also very good. Big news, therefore, was Angus Gunn playing in goal. Tim Krul was dropped. It wasn't great, of course, on Sunday. Angus did pretty well today, so that's good. It's good that he's got some minutes. That's clearly now a competition that's going to play out between now and the end of the season. So it'll be interesting how that goes forward. Dimitris Giannoulis played at left back instead of Brandon Williams, who I presume hasn't been followed home since Sunday. I thought Dimi played well. He always seems to be someone where I need to watch it back again because I might have missed him sort of falling asleep or not tracking someone. But generally, he seemed to move the ball forward really well, use it really well, got forward, gave good balance to the team. And I think I even noticed some Leicester fans sort of clocking how well Giannoulis did. Lucas Rupp was busy. I think Billy Gilmour's struggling at the moment. Tony Springett made his full debut, which was a big thing because John Rowe hasn't actually had a start yet for all his substitute appearances. I have written a piece on The Athletic about John Rowe's development, and he's seen as quite an explosive player, and I think there is an element of that as to you couldn't really get an hour out of him. And obviously, Tony Springett is much more of a runner with high energy, and whether his quality is there or not will be something that he proves. But he did set up Teemu Pukki for a really good chance where I think that was the one where he hit the post in the first half, a great chance. I find it hard to criticise the fact for Teemu Pukki not taking that chance, because you're so reliant on him trying to score these goals that it feels a bit, harsh to say, come on, Tim, you've got to take these chances, because he's the only one who can score a goal. And again, that puts so much pressure on the defenders that I think that plays into the part of the reason why when they concede one, they tend to concede more than that. Jakob Sørensen therefore didn't start. He did come on. I think it was late on in the first half, once Rupp I think tired. Did okay, but I'm not sure how much protection there was in the midfield at that point. And yeah, that's all I can really think about. I mean, Dow was dropped, so Williams was on the bench as well as Krul. So there were a few changes and a bit of a mix and match. And as I said, as has been the case for a lot of the season, Norwich were okay until they got punched in the face. A shout for the Norwich City supporters who made the trip here. There were 1,300 away tickets sold. I don't think there were 1,300 people here. I would imagine that, that's, because this game was originally postponed from New Year's Day, I would imagine that was probably the number of tickets sold for New Year's Day, and then maybe a few more for the rearranged fixture. But I don't know if I envisage all the ones who had a ticket on New Year's Day going. Let me know if you had a ticket for New Year's Day and didn't go or didn't come tonight. But the ones who were here were brilliant. They sung all game. I think they had a drum. They just had fun. And you know what? If I was sort of 18 and I'd have made this trip with my mate, they did everything I would have done. And the players went over to thank them. And, everyone's sort of trying to do their best, I suppose, whilst knowing that we just want to ride out the rest of this season. There's only 2 more games to go. And yeah, hopefully it'll happen soon. I think I've covered everything off. I mean, it was brilliant in this situation. Tielemans pulls back. I can't remember who it was now. Gilmore? No, John Rowe. Pulls him back, clear shirt pull on a counter, and he's doing it for a considerable time, long enough. Simon Hooper sees it, and Simon Hooper can't be bothered to book him because he's seen it. It's a definite booking, and he just cannot be bothered. Then 1 minute of injury time goes up. Bearing in mind we've had 3 goals, and I mean at least Norwich made all 3 changes. Leicester definitely made 2. So we've had 5 substitutions and 3 goals in the second half. Simon Hooper, A, can't be bothered to book someone in the last few minutes of the game. B, decides there's only going to be 1 minute of added time, despite there being 3 goals and 5 substitutions, roughly, certainly more than 4. And then C, plays about 57 minutes. He literally could not be bothered. He could not be asked. He wanted to go home and bin it off. And I don't know if I begrudgingly respect that, or I'm like, God, man, be professional and do your job properly, even if it's the last few minutes of a game. So there we go. We're done. We've got 2 more games to go. I think I've already said that once. I've run out of anything productive to say. Thank you for your support, as always, and watching these. Thanks for all your comments and questions and whatever. I'll read through them all. Keep an eye on The Athletic, because there'll be some stuff on there. And look after each other. Have fun. Enjoy stuff that's not football. And I'm sorry if you're getting bored of my face by this point, but I'm going to go into my hotel, finish writing my piece, and probably have a big coffee. So see you later. Take care of yourselves. Let's get rid of that shenanigans. Seen quite enough of that. Yeah, I mean, I'm going full Simon Hooper now. I can't be asked. Good night. Take care of yourselves. See you later. On the Ball Pod. No, what day is it? Sunday. Yeah, it's just Wolves on Sunday. I'll see you at Molyneux.